Outfit appreciation.
Hi guys, it's me again. So this is the end of day 2 of my trip to South Africa. This day was a lot. So I recently finished a book, so I was expected to read that throughout my stay in South Africa, but I finished it before even getting on the flight. So it's a French book and it's Soufi, by Elif Shafak. It's a really great book that talks about Sufism, which is a branch of Islam, which is really all about spirituality and enlightenment and love and stuff. Highly recommend it. It's like 500 pages and I read it in 5 seconds. So I was looking to buy another book but didn't find one I like yet, so I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow or the day after so that I can buy another book. In the meantime, I still have a book on Kindle on my phone, so if I really want to read something and I cannot, I'm just gonna go for it. Read this. So this day was pretty intense. First, let's talk about this drink. I ordered McDonald's and I got this drink, so it's basically the size of my head. I think it's 1 liter and I've never seen a Coke this huge. So after I filmed, I changed like quick outfit change and I went out to take photographs and stuff. So what I did was I wanted to walk to a place where I could see street art. So I didn't want to take a new Uber because it's not really safe to go out at night alone. So I thought I'm already gonna take Ubers at night when I'm gonna go out. So I just wanna, walk and stuff and enjoy the sun. So my neighbor was out and I was hearing him, so yeah. And I was wearing, my big dress with the huge statement on the back. So a dad came to me and was like, "Hey, I really love your t-shirt and stuff. It's amazing and stuff." Then I kept walking and now that guy stopped me, I was like, "Hey, I really love your shirt. Where can I get one?" And he took a picture of my back and stuff, and I was like super friendly, and I was such in a good mood because I had already had an amazing morning and I was feeling myself, I was feeling cute, I was feeling amazing. Plus these guys just talked to me randomly and they were super nice, so I was in an amazing mood. And then shit happened. So I was walking and I wasn't really feeling safe. I don't really know why. I was kind of the only white girl and people were talking to me, but I decided to just ignore them because I saw that they didn't really want to talk to me, to get to know me or to be friendly. They just were hating on me and stuff. So I decided to ignore that. But then a guy that was the same age as my dad, like I was walking and he said, you really shouldn't dress like that. And I was feeling really, really bad afterwards, because as women, we always told what to do, what to wear, what not to wear, what is acceptable, what is not. And I was just so mad, because I was just trying to enjoy my day, to enjoy my stay here in South Africa in Cape Town, and this has really taken a toll on me. So I was feeling pretty defeated, but I decided to go on my day nevertheless. So I stayed in a really, really cute café that's called Petals, I guess. Anyhow, description box for what I'm gonna mention here. It was a really, really amazing place. Unfortunately, they were running out of a lot of stuff because the day was pretty busy, but the place was amazing. A lot of plants, a lot of cool vibes. So I went there, grabbed something to eat, because it was already like almost 3 p.m. and I hadn't had lunch. So I was dying of starvation, basically. And then what did I do? And then I just kept walking. I wanted to see some street art, but I was really, really in a bad mood because of what happened with the guy. So I just decided to, take an Uber. I had already walked a lot, so I just decided to take an Uber, and I thought that seeing the beach would do me good. So I decided to look for a nice place where I could see the sunset and stuff and grab a drink. So I ordered an Uber, I don't know how to speak an Uber, and an Uber. And I went to this place that's called Grand Africa Beach and Café. Amazing place. And when I was there, I wrote some stuff. Gonna need a tiny bit. So I wrote, when you're in your hometown and you start to feel overwhelmed by everything and you just want to go abroad, you think that things are going to be better. But when you start traveling, and especially living abroad, you realize there are problems everywhere and no place is perfect. Where can I feel a sense of home? Those are the moments in which I miss friends and family the most. So what I decided to do after that was to just grab a few drinks, enjoy the sunset on my own, and then go home, order something to eat because I didn't want to cook, because when I'm not feeling okay, what I love to do is just, it doesn't happen a lot, it doesn't happen often at all. So when I'm not feeling okay, what I'd like to do is just spend time in nature, which I did because I went to see the sunset, grab some comfort food, either order or take out, whatever, and just take a hot shower and watch Netflix. So I decided this would do me good. And it was a bad day, not a bad life. So what happened afterwards was that I called one of my best friends totally randomly, and it really did me good. It really did me good. So basically what also got me so defeated, in a bad mood, was how I don't know how I can feel a sense of home anymore. I've been traveling for a long time now, and I've never felt really, never really felt like I belonged somewhere. So yeah, it's really hard, especially when you're away from home and you miss your friends, you miss your family, and you try to build a life for yourself, and you're just wondering, am I ever gonna fit in? Plus, I'm a woman, so basically my own existence is a problem, because whatever I wear, wherever I go, whenever I go somewhere, I feel different, especially here in Africa because I'm white. I feel really, I'm not feeling safe. I feel like everyone has a hidden agenda, not here, especially in South Africa, but in Tanzania at least. So it's kind of hard for me because I really need to connect with people on a deep level in order for me to feel fulfilled. And this got me thinking, what are my options basically? So I zoomed out and I thought, well, either I deal with this kind of things that guys say to me, or I stop wearing the things I wear. And other cases, another choice is either oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Either I try to live with everything they say, or I stop going out. Basically, that's pretty much what I do in Tanzania. I'm not feeling safe at all, so I just avoid going out unless it's really, really, really necessary and I have to, absolutely have to. I'm not going out. So yeah, and I'm kind of naive person sometimes. I mean, according to some people I am, but I really think that the world isn't supposed to be like this. As a woman, you're not supposed to think so much about what you're gonna dress, what you're gonna wear, and it doesn't have to be such a big deal. You can wear whatever you want. You can feel safe any way you want. And at least that's what I love to think. That's what I like to think. But basically, it's absolutely not the case. So I would love for a woman to be able to walk around and feel safe and just feel her safe and not being, you know, talked to every 5 meters or stuff, or even just walking around without having people watching you over and over again and whistling at you and trying to hit on you and stuff. Because something I didn't mention, when I was walking around today, a guy came and was like, hey, and I was like, hey, what? And he told me, I've seen you walking around, and I just stopped the car because I just wanted to talk to you and stuff. And I was like, okay. And he told me, why are you going? And I told him, I'm just walking around. And he told me, okay, maybe we can grab a coffee like now. And I was like, no thanks. And he told me, you want me to come with you? You're walking around. And I was like, I'd rather be alone. So this touches on another point that I wanted to talk about in this video. Is basically right now I touched already on the subject beforehand. I'm really focused on feeling a sense of home wherever I am, basically, because I've been traveling a lot. I'm not going to stop traveling, and this is kind of a quest. I really want to fulfill myself entirely and just feel a sense of home, but I haven't yet. And sometimes when I'm having bad days, and you know what I mean, if you're a woman and you're traveling alone and you've been traveling for a long time, it's the following question: am I ever going to be able to find a sense of home anywhere? Am I ever going to feel like I fit in? Because wherever I am, be it France, be it Italy, be it Germany, Tanzania, South Africa, Poland, the UK, where you name it, I always feel like people look at me in a really strange way, an interested way. They are interested, whether it be because of my outfits, or because I'm a woman, or because they find me attractive, whatever. And I've seen enough, I've had enough. And to go back to my second point, which is my goal in life these days, is to get rid of male validation. So I talked about this guy that was basically following me earlier this day, and in the past I would have said, hey, I really like it because it's interesting in me, meaning I have some kind of value, because you're not interested in something that is valueless, basically. So I had phases in my life. The first one being I get a lot out of male validation, because I see that men validate me and I'm feeling worthy, I'm feeling special. And I used to take my self-confidence out of it a lot. So basically it gave me dopamine, oxytocin, all these positive emotions. I was addicted to the point where sometimes I did things and I didn't even want to do, just because I needed to feel validated by men. My second phase in life was I got angry at men when they were hitting on me, talking to me and stuff. I was really, really angry because I didn't want to be bothered at this point. And another thing was that I noticed that all the guys were hitting on me all the time when I was between 16 and 18, and they were the same age as my dad. So I got disgusted by it. And the other phase was I had it off. I didn't want men to talk to me anymore, and I was seeing this as a means to make me submissive. And I saw that they were treating me as objects, while they're just men, equal to women. I mean, theoretically. And I'd love to, but it's not the case. So I was like, I have to, not think as highly of them as I did, and just see them as they are, which is men. They're just men, so human beings before everything else. And I just started this journey on getting rid of my male validation, not getting and this is the reason why I started to grow my body hair, because I realized that a lot of stuff I did wasn't even because I wanted to, or because I really purely enjoyed it. It was because I was seeking male validation. It was because nowadays in the society we live in, consciously or unconsciously, you want men to see you, you want men to validate you. And yeah, I'm basically working on it. It's been hard because I was bullied a lot in school when I was younger because of my body hair. Because my dad is born in Algeria and my mom is born in France. So basically a lot of body hair and stuff. I was getting bullied a lot. People were beating me up and stuff. So it's been a journey, but this is a good thing I can get out of Tanzania which is that I don't mind anymore. I can walk around my body hair. Like the last time I shaved either my legs or my armpits, I think it was at the end of mid-April, and we currently the beginning of the 10th of June, I don't know the 10th, basically the 10th of June. So it's been a while, and I try to see myself as a person and not as an object that needs validation. But it's hard because whether it is the spotlight effect or not, as long as you're a woman, men are looking at you all the time. So it's been hard, but I'm still on this journey, and most of the time, a few times I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna shave and feel better, but I don't want to do it because I want to see and accept myself as whole, whether I have all this or not. I want to accept myself as whole, whether I am all this or not. And I want people to see me, I mean people that I care about, of course, see me as this person and not this body. I want to be seen for my spirit, my soul, and not to my body. So yeah, I'm gonna check my phone because I wrote some stuff I wanted to talk about today. Well, no, I touched on everything, so this is it. A lot of this video is much longer. A lot of insights. If you guys have questions, please let me know. I would love to answer them. And yeah, so I just finished eating, and I think I'm just gonna write a little bit and watch some Netflix and just chill before sleeping. Tomorrow is an exciting day. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll let you know how it goes. See you guys.